Hey guys, Saf here coming at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. It is the penultimate last 12 hours of the Kyoku tournament. I think it's about 12 hours now until we are done. It may be a few more. And, it's about 19 hours, there you go. And I am still in with the hunt for this training tournament. Now, last night I did see that the leader of my tournament added a few more points, but it was only around about 6,000. So that gives me a little bit of hope. If he had come in and dropped another 20,000, that would have told me that this person here above me is willing to go the whole hog and is willing to put in thousands and thousands of more points if they need to. But 6,000 tells me they kind of don't want to, either they don't really want to burst or they don't really have an awful lot left to go. So I am positioned quite nicely. I'm about, about 13,000 behind. So my plan is I'm going in. I'm going to try and burst this in the morning. I've not really used any of my burst. So I'm going to just give an overview of what I've done so far, what I've got going for me, and just kind of show you kind of like the plan that I have in mind of how I can burst and steal this kind of number one spot with the resources that I've got. So as I said, I haven't used any of my bursts. So what does that mean? Well, I've been making 5-star food. Basically, my plan has been convert my 1 stars into 2 stars, convert my 2 stars into 3 stars, partially level my 3 stars. I run them once in a nightmare campaign, so they go up to 12, and then take those 3 stars into 4 stars. I run 4 stars twice in campaign in Nightmare 12.6, and then I'm making 5 stars. So you can see that I'm still in that kind of factory mode, and I've got around about, look, was this like 12 to 15 5 stars that are all at level 1. I've left them at level 1 on purpose because I'm going to be able to gain a substantial amount of points. So each one of these rank 5s, I can take them to like level 30, and that'll give me roughly around about 180 tournament points. So if I've got about 15, that's 2,700. And of course, then 15 of these rank 5 will put me to give me a rank 6 champion. That gives me another 300 points. So you can quickly see I can get 3,000 to 4,000 very quickly by just using some of my resources here. I am planning on doing more what I would call sustain grinding, and basically just creating more of these 5 stars today. I've got a fair chunk of gems and energy saved up that I can burst through in the last minute, but I'm going to try and save it right to the end and do as much as I can last minute, so there's no time for the other person to react. In addition to this, I have got about about 700 of every single brew, and I am willing to burst probably 600 of each of these. I like to keep about 100 in case I need to do different daily quests or for the fusion. I've also got another 13 5-star chickens. That's another 900 points, and I've also got about 7 XP barrels that can give me another 1,000. So I'm sitting here thinking I've got around about 5 to 10,000 burst already. That's without having any more sustain, and that's without any more of those 5-star chickens. That is still quite low for the gap that I've got here. I'm about 10,000 behind. I think by the time I get to my burst window, I'll be around about 10 to 5,000 behind. So it's going to be close. It is going to be watch out for the latest video tomorrow that I'm going to do, where I kind of let you know whether it was a massive success or did I fall at the last hurdle. I'm hoping, based on the time windows this ends, obviously I don't know the time zone that the leader is currently living in. It could be that 10 a.m. like this ends for me 10 a.m. so it's an all-nighter for me. However, that person could be, Australian. It could be, middle of the afternoon. So it's fine. They're up and they can check it. It is a work week. Maybe they work. Maybe they can't look at it. We don't really know these things. These are the things I have to guess. So I'm hopeful that we're in a good position. I've kept myself in the running all week, and I haven't really gone too hard. I actually found farming champions quite stressful. I do have a day job. I do work on the website with Hellhades, and we do lots of different things. The new fusion has taken up a lot of our time in terms of planning speed tunes and helping content and working out the data. I don't have time to sit here and just grind food endlessly. And to be honest, for my own kind of enjoyment of the game, I wouldn't want to do it. I don't find these tournaments very exciting. I'm only doing this because Kyoku is kind of a unique champion, and I'm in for the shout. If someone had come in with 50,000 day one, I would have just said, no, not doing it. It's not worth it. But we're here. We're at this point. I've kept my mental pretty positive. I've kept myself pretty up. And of course, it's going to help my clan. We are taking it easy, like I said yesterday, but we could still win. And I do need to hit about 180, but I could end up dropping another 100,000, 200,000 last minute, and it'll really push us over. So who knows, basically. So that's where I'm at on the tournament. I did pull a couple of void shards, like I'll pull this one void shard, maybe we'll get lucky with Warlord. I just don't keep my voids because it's so hard to get a void legendary. And when it's a times 10 on for someone like Warlord, times 10 voids are still very good in my opinion. The population number of void legendaries is small enough that the times 10 can have a reasonable impact. So if you get it, you're more likely to get it than, say, a times 10 on every other affinity. It's just the times 10 on the other affinities, there's too many legendaries now. But I have pulled a few. I only had like 4 voids to start with, and I didn't get anything. So, you know, nothing to really pull here in shards. I've been getting a lot of sacreds lately. It's a question actually for people watching this video. Have you noticed your sacred shards from clan boss chests have increased lately? I feel like I've been getting a lot more. I do find it's very difficult for me to sort of test that because I'm data driven on most of my decisions. So I'm not sitting here saying anything's happened, but I've just got this kind of feeling that I've been seeing a lot more sacred shards from my chests lately. I mean, I started on 5 3 days ago, and I got 1 from Bommel 90 hard today, and I picked up another 2 from clan boss chests over the last 3 days. So that's quite a large return rate for me. If anyone else has had a similar thing, let me know. We did have that weird thing a while back where the epic book rate for certain players seemed to be wrong, and we did have a good number of data points there, and Senti, who I always trust in terms of when it comes to maths, was pretty clear that there was something going on, and then all of a sudden it didn't happen anymore, which makes me think that we kind of highlighted the issue publicly, and in the quiet behind the scenes, Plarium probably thought, oh, we found a bug, we'll just fix it because it's not something that we really need to tell people that we found an issue with. I don't think there's nothing egregious with that. I think there was just a database error. But if you have noticed a sacred increase, let me know in the comments below. And if so, I'll see if we can do some more data pooling, see if we can figure out if other people have had it. It could just be I've had an extremely high RNG rate with sacred shards. That is also a possibility. But yeah, just a sidebar there. So that's where I'm at with this tournament so far. It's going well. Clan versus clan is kind of trundling on. It's going to be one of those days today where I kind of sit here, just add a few champion points, and then my plan is this morning, sort of early doors this morning, to get up and literally grind the last few hours of this tournament and really push and use all my burst and try and win Kyoku. And then, of course, I'll have no choice but to do a Kyoku guide with Kyoku content in different clan boss teams. And based on Hellhades' stream last night, if anyone caught it, we tried to do a very complicated speed tune with Kyoku, and it was a freaking nightmare. She is very difficult to speed tune, but very challenging, and I do enjoy a challenge. So as always, if you've liked this content and you've been enjoying this series, please give this video a thumbs up. Tomorrow I will post my results and we will see how we get on. And yeah, so I'll see you in tomorrow's video.